What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod.
Right on cue, right on time. Joe with the triumphant return. Right out the gate, shooting shots. Y'all did XYZ last pod. Y'all are talking about this song with Drake too much. I don't like what y'all did here. That's the energy I like. And then to top it off, he's making a strong push for Potter of the Month. He's making a strong push for it. I saw the polls. I saw Ice had a lot more votes than I ever would have anticipated seeing for Ice. I don't even know if Ice has won a Potter of the Month. But he has stepped it up. Even though I just cracked his back yesterday, he has stepped it up. His podding has gotten incrementally better because he wasn't the best podcaster to begin with. And he got the clips up here. And then he came with the Ja Rule concert story with Nelly. I was actually interested in hearing where that went. I thought that was dope that his mom and himself were able to share that moment, considering they're so far apart on the spectrum with how they conduct themselves. I'm not saying Ice is a street nigga or anything like that. It's just his mom, by all accounts, is the church-going woman. And for her to have favorite rappers in Ja Rule and Nelly, I thought that was dope, and he was able to take his mom out, have a time. That's dope. But as far as Potter of the Month is concerned, Ice, you gotta allow Joe to tell his stories. I've noticed you do that often. Joe will be getting in his bag about something, and because you have a personal connection with him and a personal feeling towards what he's about to say, you'll step all over the story. Newsflash, Ice, this isn't the Ice Budden podcast or the officially Ice podcast. This is the Joe Budden podcast, and whenever Joe gets in his story mode, you, sir, need to learn how to step smooth the fuck out the way, because it still might go viral, but this could have absolutely been a viral moment with him telling his vacation story, but your ass wants to step in and chime in places where you were not needed. And I'm glad on Patreon everybody's kicking your back in for doing the same shit that fathers chastise single mothers for doing on Father's Day. You did that same shit when Joe was trying to big up the women. He was trying to big up Sade and all the mothers out there that take care of their kids 24/7. And Ice, I'm a father just like you. That shit is annoying. My son 24/7 is asking me for money or asking me to take him somewhere, pick him up. And kids have a way of telling you. They don't ask you for shit nowadays. They just tell you, hey, Dad, I'm here. Come get me from here. And then they'll sound incredulous when you say no. Like, nigga, what? I'm doing something. I got to go get you. So, yes, I understand what you're talking about. Dads are parents too. But he was bigging up the women. Because let's be clear, the vast majority of the world was raised by single mothers in today's day and age. Sorry. So Joe, who never bigs up women in his light, was bigging up women, and the one time he does, you want to step all over the story because I'm Ice, I'm a great father, and I need to let it be known. That's crazy. Learn how to stay in your lane, nigga. But other than that, another observation I'm able to make, less is more. I don't have anything negative to say about any of the co-hosts that were not on today's show. I don't have any thoughts. I'm not going to speculate that y'all are getting fired, replaced, none of that. But it gave room for everybody to speak way more than they normally do. Nobody was really cutting each other off. They were able to get like 4 or 5 debates off today. Mark was Mark. Ice was Ice. Flip. Joe's going to be paying attention to these episodes, sir. I'm not saying you're going mute, but there are long periods of silence where you could chime in and you're talking about picking your places and positioning and shit like that. Whatever, man. When there's 4 mics and it was very visible because nobody was sitting next to Joe today, you have to speak more. You have to chime in more. There's no way I should be out speaking you on podcasts. There's no way, because nobody in the community views Ice in a higher light than you. But when's the last time Flip has won a Potter of the Month? I'm going to go have to check that list, because we all know Mark has been on a tear, And right now, it looks like the running is in between Ice and Joe. Flip might be in third place at the moment, but it looks like it's between Ice and Joe. Flip, for as much bravado that you carry yourself with and as much shit that you talk, I haven't seen your results in a long time, sir. And you immediately got usurped by Mark and his movements. There's no way that you have multiple shows underneath the JBP or the JBN, and then all of a sudden you get sidelined. There's no way that should happen, sir. So this is the opportunity for you to start establishing yourself again. And like I said, I really don't even have anything negative to say about today's pod. I felt like it was a cohesive pod, and because there is less mics, everybody was chiming in. It was an equal amount of chime in. And Joe, it looked like he was starting to dig in his old Joe Budden podcast bag. It looked like he was ready to tell them stories and get vulnerable with the crew again. But Flip, your silence was notable. Your silence was very notable. I appreciate them shining light on Step Brothers 4.5. My brother introduced me to that album, and the first thing he said was, Ice better cover this album. Since he's always the representative of the South for music, Ice better cover this album. Sure enough, he gave him a shout out and they played the Sleepers. And speaking of Sleepers, I'm not mad at the Sleepers today. The Sleepers played, and normally, y'all know me, I'm cutting it straight off as soon as the Sleepers come on. The Sleepers came on, and I listened to all of the Sleepers. I already heard the Freddie Gibbs song, so I heard Mark Sleeper already. I heard the Step Brothers Sleeper from Ice. I had not heard 77 Club from Benny the Butcher. Shout out to Parks for that. So I'm like, damn, I don't want to listen to this every time, but I'm with the audience on that as far as that bringing the every other time thing. Hopefully they start including more of the part of the show, but I wasn't mad at the Sleeper segment today. Overall, today was a good pod. Like I said yesterday, though, I'm going to rewatch it back. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of things that I missed, and there's a couple of things that I want to talk about, but one of those are for sure going on Patreon because it's going to get a little spicy over there. And then there's things happening in the current social media space. Well, not social media, the sports entertainment space that I absolutely have to get my thoughts off on. So y'all go tune in to Patreon for those videos. But man, oh man, Ice. I can't believe you said that stupid shit about fathers, man. Like, bro, I get it. We all get it. Every father in the comment section was like, Ice, how the hell did you say that? Why would you say that? And Joe, you bringing up Tourette's. That's another thing before I sign off. How do y'all feel about Joe's vacation story? Because I saw Sade in the comments. She was defending Joe on every comment she could. So I'm not going to throw shots at Joe. But how do you feel about how he was addressing the kids and the son with Tourette's system or syndrome? Y'all let me know in the comments. I appreciate all y'all support. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know how we rock it. You already know what it is with us, man. We're going to keep turning it up. I'll see y'all a little later today. We got some more in store. You already know, dog. I'm not playing. Peace.